A steam train can be the future because of its past. The Industrial Revolution started because of steam trains. Just imagine travelling to Bluff and spotting a steam train coming towards you. Everyone loves steam trains. This proposed journey between Invercargill and Bluff will be the only daily steam train service in the country. When the Bill Richardson Transport World was proposed, the future of the rolling stock in Kingston was destined to return home to Invercargill. Transport World is bravely being built philanthropically in honour of the late Bill Richardson. Their commendable philosophy is, of course, you've heard it all before, build it and they will come. Invercargill was gaining a reputation as a city of heritage wheels. The Burt Munro phenomenon took off after the release of the World's Fastest Indian, which inspired the annual Burt Munro Challenge and the in-store historic displays at E. Hayes. The symbiotic partnership makes it clear that the train from Kingston will be the icing on the cake. A daily heritage steam train journey to Bluff will capture the interest of national and international tourists, whom the Bill Richardson Transport World will be attracting. This in turn will also increase passengers bound for Stewart Island, plus all those appearing on the screen now. Once the City of Heritage Wheels is firmly established, the stage is set for the wholesale tourist market to establish itself here as a starting point. Tourism in a way the city has never seen before. Invercargill has 2,200 guest beds with 70% occupancy. This will increase substantially, and the follow-on effect of that will mean that a vibrant city growth in CBD, the like you've never seen before. The heritage steam train journey to Land's End, gateway to Stewart Island, will make Bluff prosper, with shops, restaurants to enhance its reputation as the oyster capital of the world. A fun-filled day for all at Stirling Point, Bluff Hill Outlook, the Marine Museum and return of the Power House will entice tourist ships to the port and steam their way passengers back to transport the world. The restored vintage train must be a modern vintage train. It will be comfortable and have large LCD screens in each carriage to allow passengers to monitor every function with their train's GoPro cameras. There will be free Wi-Fi to engage able passengers to Skype. Each passenger will have the chance to purchase a Devonshire tea and coffee and keep the cup and saucer after. No dishwashers needed. The charitable trust that will govern the train entity will be the property of the people of Southland and control the full restoration of the rolling stock and from Kingston and manage the day-to-day running of the return service from Invercargill to Bluff. Presently, the proposed purchase of the rolling stock from Kingston is subject to a legal case to change the Queenstown's Lake District Council plan to allow the train's relocation to Invercargill. A good plan will have no trouble overturning this current restraint held over the rolling stock. After all, 5 out of the 7 carriages come from here. It was the old Bluff school train that ran for a period of 80 years. The rolling stock in Kingston has only ever been patched up and is currently in bad condition. So for this reason, a full restoration by a local voluntary crew is required to guarantee the life of the train for the next 100 years of service. A number of true blue Southlanders have already signed up to help restore the rolling stock from Kingston, and much consultation has been acquired from Steam Incorporated and Mainline Steam in Wellington, who will guide us through this restoration process. These are really great people. The workshop in Annam Street will be equipped to the highest standard possible. The voluntary crew that restore the train will be supplied meals and refreshments daily. Goals will be set, and as each carriage is completed, the volunteers will be treated to celebrations and comradeship will be of the highest priority. At the end of the restoration period, the voluntary staff will have the first opportunity to be the members of the paid staff that will run the daily service to Bluff. It is very important to know that even though the train will be restored by volunteers, the train must run as a profitable business and all the profits put back into the train entity to ensure its evolution and its longevity. At the end of in the first 6 months prior to the access of the rolling stock from Kingston, the workshop will be set up and provisions made to accommodate the place for the volunteers. It's all about volunteers. The rolling stock will be trucked in from Kingston, and it will most likely take the better part of a year to complete the restoration of the first carriage as a template, with number 2 and 3 overlapping after the first 6 months, with the completion of all 7 within 24 months. The locomotives will have a separate restoration team to be completed within the same time span as the carriages. However, special provisions and fundraising may be sought to overcome the many tasks to bring these old classic AB locomotives up to Kiwi rail standards. A water tower, turntable and the relocation of the old Tautau train station from Fairlight have to be installed in Bluff. Invercargill has these 3 utilities by default, and there is a matter of the installation of approximately 200 metres of railway track plus 2 switches in the workshop area. Spike Consulting offer an independent railway training course which is recognised by KiwiRail. This is a compulsory management course, otherwise the train entity would have to be managed by KiwiRail at 4 times the cost. Only a good plan will succeed in gaining the right funding. This plan is a sitting duck for the TGP, the Government's Tourist Growth Partnership. The purchase and the full restoration of the rolling stock from Kingston will cost $3 million, subject to much research to date. 50 passengers a day will bring it up into profit after 5 years. We must think big because now we have a clear and present mandate to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to introduce you to the Green Hills Express. Come and join us, please.